It's going to be entitled, Did Peter Deny the Lord by Cursing? Did Peter deny the Lord by cursing? All right, so let's just go right into it. Now, we did a video the other day. I'm still out here, with the Dallas brothers. I'm in Dallas. And we did a video with Elder Apostle Rakah, Elder Apostle Ramlob, and the Dallas camp. And in the middle of that video, on the comment board, this guy, what's his person name? Right here, Bidwells9. He came on the comment board. He said, and we was using, harsh language, all the brothers. And this dude said, Peter denied, he said Christ, but it's, the Savior. Did Peter deny Hamashiach by cursing? Or he said, Peter denied the Lord by cursing, but you don't seem to see the problem. So this is a doctrine this dude that made up, or somebody's teaching that by using harsh language, that's how Peter denied the Lord, and which is not true. Before we give you the real, the answer what happened. All right, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 1 says, Now I, Paul, myself beseech you by the meekness and gentleness of the anointed, who in presence and base among you, but being absent and bold toward you. But I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present with that confidence, wherein I think to be bold against some, which think of us as if we walked according to the flesh. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High, to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of the anointed, and having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. So the thing here, the main point is, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, and these arguments that come up, that people bring up, these false doctrines, they got to be destroyed. Now, going to the Good News Translation in verse 3, it says, It is true that we live in the world, but we do not fight from worldly motives. The weapons we use in our fight are not the world's weapons, but the Most High's powerful weapons, which we use to destroy strongholds. We destroy false arguments. Okay, we destroy false arguments. And this is one of them. We pull down every proud obstacle that is raised against the knowledge of the Most High. We take every thought captive and make it obey the anointed. And after you have proved your complete loyalty, we will be ready to punish any act of disloyalty. All right, but the main point here is we destroy false arguments. So this is another false argument that's risen up, and we just can destroy it real quick. Okay, so the dude says again, Peter denied the anointed by cursing, but you don't seem to see a problem. And another weirdo, another weird-ass flaky Israelite who don't know shit. If you just go right to the chapter in question, this is Matthew 26. And we're going to start at verse 31. Then says Yahushua unto them, All ye shall be offended because of me this night. For it is written, I will smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered abroad. But after I am risen again, I will go before you into Galilee. Peter answered and said unto him, Though all men shall be offended because of thee, yet will I never be offended. Yahushua said unto him, Verily I say unto thee, that this night before the cock crow, that which is the morning, thou shalt deny me thrice. So he told Peter, you're going to deny me 3 times. Okay? Now the Lord was giving him a warning of what's about to take place. Peter said unto him, Though I should die with thee, yet will I not deny thee. Likewise also said all the disciples. Then cometh Yahushua with them into a place called Gethsemane, and saith unto the disciples, Sit ye here while I go and pray yonder. And he took with him Peter and the 2 sons of Zebedee, and began to be sorrowful and very heavy. Then saith he unto them, My soul is exceeding sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry ye here and watch with me. And he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed, saying, O my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt. All right, so you see what's going on. It was a heavy time. The Lord was, in bitterness about what was about to take place, right? So now let's go down to the point. This is Matthew 26, and let's go around about around about 7. Let's start around about verse 69. Now Peter sat without in the palace, and a damsel came unto him, saying, Thou also was with Yahushua of Galilee. So you remember, maybe I have to read back up a little bit. But the men came and grabbed Yahushua, right? Well, we just jump in right here. This is Matthew 26. Yeah, we'll read it from here because the story takes place, he was hitting the Lord and taking him from place to place. And Peter was following. Now it says, Now Peter sat without in the palace, and a damsel came unto him, saying, Thou also was with Yahushua of Galilee. But he denied before them all, saying, I know not what thou sayest. So that's the first time he denied him. Right there. It don't mention no curse words. Right? Because this dude said he denied the Yahushua by cursing, but that's not true. He says, but he denied before them all, saying, I know not the man. So the lady said, you was with him. I remember you was with him, with Yahushua. And when he was gone out into the porch, another maid saw him and said unto them that were there, This fellow was also with Yahushua of Nazareth. Now you have to remember, people knew each other, and they had got a little bit of fame because of the miracles Yahushua had done. So damn well the people knew their faces. So this person said, and when he was gone out into the porch, another maid saw him and said unto them that were there, This fellow was also with Yahushua of Nazareth. And again he denied with an oath, I do not know the man. And after a while came unto him they that stood by and said to Peter, Surely thou also art one of them, for thy speech bewrayeth thee. What did the person say? Surely you was one of them because you sound just like them. Y'all talk alike. NLT. A little later, some of the other bystanders came over to Peter and said, You must be one of them. We can tell by your Galilean accent. So she said, you sound just like them. You talk, you have a Galilean accent. Now, just like with us today, different regions of the country, different parts of the world, different ways we talk, we get to be around each other, we sound alike. You see? So that same thing is going to come up again. When people roll up on us and they try to accuse us and this and that, and you may say, no, I'm not, with them. Well, you sound just like them guys. You talk just how them Israelites talk. And that was heavy that happened. Now again, and after a while, came unto him they that stood by and said to Peter, Surely thou also art one of them, for thy speech bewrayeth thee. Then began he to curse and to swear, saying, I know not the man. And immediately the cock crew. And Peter remembered the word of Yahushua, which said unto him, Before the cock crow, thou shalt deny me thrice. And he went out and wept bitterly. Okay, so Peter said he didn't know the Lord, and that's really the denial. Had nothing to do with the way he said it, his harsh language that he used, none of that. It was the literal denial, because 2 times before that, he said, what? Or the people said what? Or Peter denied that he knew the Lord, should we say. The people rolled up, you one of them Galileans. And he was like, nah, I wasn't with him. I don't know him. So that's all it really meant. These people are making up stuff. Why? To accuse and to blame us. Peter denied Hamashiach by cursing, but you don't seem to see a problem. No, nigga, he denied him by denying him. And it's right there in the scriptures. Now, if we go here, let's just read this, because what's going on with these different Israelites, they're bucking up to the truth, but it's finding other reasons for their unbelief. They're trying to say it's us, it's our delivery, it's the way we talk, we too harsh, we too rough, we don't love everybody, we dividing people, all this different shit. These are all accusations that are unfounded and untrue. At the end of the day, what's dividing people is the fact that it's the scriptures that's dividing people. The Lord said that. He told us literally that he came to set a man at variance. Let's get that real quick. You got to stop lying. See, that person bear false witness. This is Matthew chapter 10 and 34. It says, think not that I'm come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foe shall be they of his own household. You see that? So the Lord didn't come here to bring your whole family together this time around. And that same thing, how the spirit is heavy, or was heavy back then, it's going to be the same way in our times. People are already starting to accuse us over stupid shit. And it's because you want to hear smooth things. And in the book of Isaiah, this was prophesied. Isaiah 30 verse 8. Now go write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. And that's really what you want. Get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise his word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly and at an instant. Right, the scriptures say, Proverbs 29:1, he that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall be suddenly destroyed, and that without remedy. So that's what's on the way. Verse 14 says, he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel, that is broken in pieces he shall not spare, so that there should not be found in the bursting of it a sherd to take fire from the hearth, or to take water withal out of the pit. For thus saith the Lord power, the Holy One of Israel, in returning and rest shall ye be saved, in quietness and in confidence shall be your strength, and ye would not. Which really is, we bringing that confidence and that quietness through the truth. And so many of you are denying it. You bucking up against it. You think you know better. You think you're on a higher level than the men that the Lord sent. And you're manufacturing offenses. You're making up shit to make us guilty. And that was something. See, you guys cussing. Peter denied Hamashiach by cursing. But you don't seem to see a problem. Well, show it to us in the scriptures where Peter denied. The denial was him cussing. The denial was the denial and not harsh language. But anyway, just a quick response to a bug out, to an asshole or a demon. So no, the Lord, Peter did not deny the Lord by using harsh language. He denied the Lord by saying he didn't know him. He wasn't with him. Anyway, that's it for the video. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.